mid-1970s, a shift in the economy arose, often described as post-Fordism, with a newfound emphasis on flexible accumulation. In the emerging service economy, industries take a more passive role, allowing for less rigidity and centralization and a greater distance between production, management, and distribution. The collapse of industries which provided jobs for the community left the area in disarray. With the decrease in cash flow to local neighborhoods within the city, institutions began to crumble.
Steel dramatically flowing from the open hearth furnace for processing into many forms and products today is an indispensable material
In the late 1900s in Baltimore, there was a shift from a blue-collar to white-collar economy. In 2012, one of Baltimore's most pivotal institutions shut down permanently. The steel mill at Sparrows Point came to a halt, and at once, vast amounts of community members found themselves unemployed.
Deindustrialization to me is just the stripping away of that, the whole, not just the economy, but the social fabric, all the people that you're with, all of their families, the thousands of people that are supported by it.
I've been out of high school for about 7 months in early February of 1979. So I spent 34 years at the plant before it shut down. And it did feel like a career as a steelworker. It was actually a way of life. It felt great having a job that paid a good middle-class wage with very good benefits, union negotiated benefits without health care.
Not only that, but when you were growing up, your father didn't have education either, and he was making big bucks at Beckham Steel. Beckham Steel offered major bucks. Kids literally coming out of high school didn't have high school.
That goes back to his question, though.
Exactly.
With industry and everything leaving the country, I had opportunities that my son's not, and he doesn't understand that. So.
And that's what a lot of men are going through now. They didn't even finish high school, and they were getting paid more than people that had gone to college.
I think, though, a lot of people may have a stereotype of a steel worker from one of those pictures they saw from 1945. A lot of our guys are pretty bright and pretty smart. If given the opportunity, myself and a lot of our members could pivot into doing a different career. So back to what I said earlier, when you're in your 50s and you've been somewhere and you've kind of had a structured existence for more than 3 decades, and now you're forced to pivot and go out and do something different, you have to face the fact that a lot of companies may not want to necessarily hire a 50-plus-year-old who's only looking to bridge a gap to retirement.
I just turned 32. I was at the mill. I got a job August 12th, 2002. And then the day after my birthday in 2012 is when they let us go. Well, a group of us go. And just been going to school ever since. Everybody is so pushed into going to college and getting your bachelor's and then going to get your master's. Push it as far as you can, and the manufacturing is dying. I hate to say it, and it's horrible to say, and I wish it wasn't true, but it's dying. Those manufacturing jobs aren't going to exist. There is a expiration date, and you got to get out before you're part of that process.
I wonder where a 17 to 18-year-old kid is going to go that has a learning problem in terms of sitting down and doing math and science. Where's he going to go? And what if, God forbid, he's a kid that can't pick up a trade? What if he can't wire up and do electricity? What if he can't do plumbing? What if he can't work on a car? There was a time where we could put them into a mill, into a Domino's Sugar, or into a Sun Products where they can make shampoos. And they would make decent money, 18, 20, 25 bucks an hour. More than some kids coming out of college are going to make.
My daughter's 24 years old, and I basically have got her through what I got her through. I mean, she hasn't achieved a degree yet. My son, he's still in high school. He's 16, and he's got 2 more years of high school left. That one concerns me a lot. I'm really worried about how I'm going to pay for college. If he desires to go to college in 2 years, I'm going to feel like he's been cheated because, you know, here I was able to pay for my daughter, but I don't know if I'll be able to pay for my son.
My youngest daughter does not want to go to college, so she'll be a cosmetologist. But what if it doesn't work? I don't have a plan B for her. She can join the Army. It's a good option. I really don't want my kids serving a lifetime in the military, but what are the other options out there for young kids that don't have a college degree? Brana's the oldest one. She was accepted to Towson, was supposed to start in September. She just turned down her Towson application, and she's joining the Air Force. I don't know if the mill closing influenced that, but maybe the idea of having student debt did, which of course would be influenced by the mill closing.